Pakistan's election campaign is drawing to a close as we go on air tonight. It's a campaign that's been marred by violence, and today one of the candidates was even kidnapped. The two leading contenders, Nawaz Sharif and Imran Khan, are in the process of holding their final rallies. Well, let's go live now to our Asia correspondent John Sparks, who's in Islamabad. John.
That's right, the final day of campaigning here in Pakistan coming to a boisterous close, with Imran Khan holding a massive rally here in the heart of Islamabad. It's taking place without the presence of the famous former cricketer, though he had a bad accident earlier this week. Still, it hasn't stopped him. He's still campaigning, addressing the crowd via video link from his hospital bed. And just a few minutes ago, he thanked the crowd for gathering here, and I can tell you there was a huge roar when he popped up on the screen, and said he'd sacrificed a lot for the campaign, and said it was now the turn of Pakistanis to get out and vote. Well, a little earlier, we went down to have a look at the rally. I can tell you it felt more like a rock concert. And this is what we found.
They gazed in wonder, and they moved to the beat. The electoral fortunes of Imran Khan carried on a colourful wave of red and green. His message of change has drawn urban, aspirational voters, and they don't think Pakistan can go on without him.
We're extremely lucky that, nothing major happened and that he's alive. And I think the whole nation prayed for him, and we were in tears, and it was just, I cannot tell you how we felt in those minutes.
His accident has horrified the nation. Pulled off a lift before giving a speech on Tuesday. But this dramatic fall is thought to have boosted him in the polls. And his emotional bedside appeal now running as a party political ad. I've done what I can, now you have to vote. For supporters of the front-runner in this race, Nawaz Sharif, Imran Khan's ordeal represents a serious threat. Nawaz Sharif has been around, a three-time prime minister, later exiled by the country's former military chief, Pervez Musharraf. But he's bided his time and now leads the opinion polls. His supporters claim he's Pakistan's last hope, the king of the political jungle with an appetite to save a crippled nation.
18-hour power cuts, suicide bombings, murder and pillage. Instead of progressing, Pakistan is regressing. And my eyes just watch this. I cannot tolerate it any longer.
Nawaz Sharif paints a bleak picture of the country he intends to lead. Pakistan is a mess, he says, and most people here would agree with him.
We want the dignity back, which is the bad. People think that Pakistanis are the terrorists. We are not, man. You can see around in here, we all are sitting here enjoying, we are cheering for our leader,
They're enjoying his rallies because the Pakistan Taliban has left them alone. Other parties haven't been so fortunate. More than 100 have been killed during the campaign. The Taliban may be attracted by an offer of talks if Nawaz Sharif wins, although some say he's cozying up to hardliners.
He says he's going to sit down with the Pakistani Taliban. Do you think the Taliban want to sit down and talk to him?
You know what? I think so. If anybody can talk with them, it's him. Because we have all the other people who are so stern and aggressive that you can't bring them to the negotiation table. We've got to bring them to the negotiation table so we can make a difference.
He told me he was ready to make difficult decisions, like withdrawing Pakistan's cooperation in the US war on terror.
Pakistan is facing huge challenges, and I personally feel that we will have to face a very tough time after the elections. And my view is that every party will have to sit down together and have a common agenda as to how to pull Pakistan out of the mess that it is in. So we hope we'll be able to meet with that challenge.
Have you become too close to some of the religious parties in this country?
As close as you are with your religion.
Well, we decided to get up close with one religious party, the ASWJ, based in the bustling city of Jung. They are the political wing of the militant group responsible for killing hundreds of minority Shia Muslims. And their campaign posters feature the man thought to have masterminded the 2008 Mumbai bombings. We found their leader, Maulana Ludhianvi, at the end of a congested alleyway, and I asked him whether he was an extremist.
People accuse us of terrorism and say we kill Shias, but I'm not capable of killing people. You don't solve problems by killing.
Still, critics say he has a dangerous agenda. Win seats in Parliament, then work to oppress Shias nationwide. Will you be asking Shias in Chang to vote for you?
I won't canvass for their votes. I won't go and ask them.
Why is that?
I have differences with them. You don't ask your opponents for votes.
The candidates offer salvation from every street corner, but this carnival-like campaign has also been extremely violent. The former Prime Minister's son kidnapped on the way to a rally today. And the majority here now praying that election day passes peacefully. John Sparks, Channel 4 News, Islamabad.